Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to We React. I got a good show for you tonight. We're going to go over this 3-Eye Atlas stuff because it's getting crazier with every day. We're going to end the show with the Most High, like always. But first, these feminists are out here out of control, and they don't know what's going on because they got fur brains. Let's see what's going on here.
Huge thanks to the fans who watch our daily content. Let's get started.
I know I'm crazy, but I'm mad at this guy right now because you're supposed to hang out, but he went home instead. And I was like, it just doesn't really seem like you care. And he was like, please, like, my grandmother's very sick. And I'm like, there's always someone else, right?
That's super shallow. That is so ridiculous. So his grandmother is sick. He had somewhere to be, and then she's just going to act like, oh, I'll just go on to the next one because he has some issues at home. That's crazy. Crazy.
I'm 24. I'm 22. I'm 22.
Whoa, lady. Those are popping right out of there. There's a thing called modesty. Here, check the door.
You lady single?
No. Yes. No.
How long you had a man?
I'm gonna say 4 years.
What do you mean I'm gonna say 4 years?
That's a 304 response right there. I'm going to say 4 years.
Daughter together. We've been committed for 6 months. I moved out here so we've been committed.
So hold on. Let's rewind. You've known him for 4 years. You have a daughter together now, and you're just officially dating the past 6 months?
She already knows how bad that sounds. So they just started dating the past 6 months, but they already had a baby together. This just kind of shows the climate that we're in society. Ladies are out here spreading their legs like a hot knife through butter. Super easy, but then they're wondering why they have all these issues.
God, that sounds horrible.
So when did your daughter come?
2 years ago?
But y'all were never together through that whole period? There was like
Look at her shirt. So she's with someone, and she's out here in the streets with her chest popping right out of that blouse, and she as a man seems a little bit ridiculous to me. If I were him, I wouldn't be dealing with that. I'd be like, see you later. Don't let the door hit you when you go.
Relationship, or y'all were just talking?
It was definitely a situationship.
Why didn't you choose to just go the co-parenting route and date someone else who you didn't have that much baggage with?
Because I love him. I do. Even when it was a situation, but when I got pregnant, I still loved him. And we had a connection. And I felt like it would work.
Yeah, see, this is why people are out here and they're having babies with people that they don't even know if they're compatible because no one's taking enough time to actually sit here and get to know the person in and out before they make it an actual relationship. So you're getting with people and you're just fornicating and you're making a child, and then that bastard child has to deal with all this stuff because you didn't want to be a good enough parent to make sure you kept your family together. I mean, there's a big issue with this, and this is why society keeps going the way that it's going. Anyways, I digress.
And I was just waiting for him to take responsibility.
Waiting for him to take responsibility. Isn't that always the case? Always waiting for them to take responsibility? Hey, why don't you take the responsibility? You're the one that let it happen, right? Just like him. On to the next.
You know what your biggest turnoff in a guy should be? Lack of effort.
You know what our biggest turnoff is? There's more makeup caked on that face than there is on a clown's face. Look at her. None of that is natural. So ladies are able to go out here and paint a whole new face on, and then they want to hate on guys because we grow a beard. At least that's natural. You're over here painting your face like a clown. Seems a little ridiculous.
Consistency. There's nothing more unattractive than a dude who is flaky, distant, or unenthusiastic about you. Someone who's...
Maybe your dudes are flaky and distant because you're a crap partner. Seems like that's probably the case, right? I think we figured it out. Round of applause. These ladies are crazy.
An entire day to respond to your message or is cool with going an entire week without seeing you, y'all gonna start seeing that behavior as a turnoff. Because it is. If someone doesn't like you, that should be the most unattractive thing for you. If someone tries that inconsistent behavior...
If someone doesn't like you, then why are you even trying to pursue them? I don't understand. So, if it's already to that place, then why are you even getting more involved with it? Go on to the next. That's ridiculous.
You the next day. Y'all need to have higher standards because there are guys out there who would rearrange their entire schedule to just be able to spend an hour with you.
I'm convinced that a lot of men don't date the women they love. They date the women their friends will envy. They date for...
Ooh, well, hold up. No, we don't do that, okay? Men never want to date a woman just so then their friends would be envious of that. That's the furthest thing from what we want. We want our lady to be our lady. We want all of their stuff to be our stuff. We don't want everyone looking at our ladies. I promise you that. Promise you that.
For their social standing or their social currency. So dating for them is not about standards, it's about status, and it's about what dating her means about him to his friends.
Just seems like she's a little butthurt because she's not finding a boyfriend. Maybe it's because she's a little bit hefty. I don't know, maybe.
To other men in the world. And I think that's why dating can be so hard for people who are marginalized, because it can often reinforce feelings of low self-worth and the idea that a lot of society doesn't see us as good.
Oh, you poor girl. Oh, people don't find you attractive. I don't know, maybe lose a couple pounds. I mean, look, you're not the prize pick, honey. Sorry.
Do you know what your biggest turnoff in a guy?
Job or whatever you wish.
Whoa.
But
That is a man. Oh, man, that lady looks so masculine. I mean, good Lord almighty, help that girl.
I firmly stand my ground on this statement. There is nothing more off-putting or more of a red flag or more of an ick or whatever you want to call
You
it.
gotta love that word. Ick. It gives you the ick. Nobody cares about your ick, honey.
Than seeing a guy's name under so many girls' pictures.
Well, then I guess you probably picked the wrong dude. I mean, if he's out here flagrantly getting with women left and right, well then, I mean, if a body count matters to you, well then maybe you should have picked a different guy.
Different girls. Every time you scroll, that same name. Scroll again, same name. Scroll again, same name. And it's a different girl every single time. Or when there is one guy that follows every single girl in the world. I live in Dubai, so the UK community is small but big, if that makes sense. Like, there's a lot of those UK people over here. But when you see that same guy's name under every girl's following or every different girl's likes on her pictures, it makes me feel ill. Like...
Okay, so, like I said, if you're gonna get with a guy that's just painting himself all over the town, then you are getting the status that you put in. If you're willing to put your time and energy into someone that's going to be off with all these other people, then you don't have the right skills to be able to pick a partner. Don't get upset about the fact that you picked someone that's on everyone else. I guess maybe you aren't doing something right.
When I see a guy is job or whatever you wish, but I firmly stand my ground on this statement. There is nothing more off-putting or more of a red flag or more of an ick
Yeah.
or whatever you want to call it.
So, here's what I'll say about that stuff. If there's multiple red flags, then why are you even still engaging in that said relationship? If the red flags are there, you should probably observe them and take them as they are. And then you go on to the next thing. Don't be a dummy. Don't be a dummy. But it's kind of hard for you not to, huh? Let's go on to these next ones.
Good candidates is drying up.
Right now,
I wouldn't want to be single.
is it better to be single or in a relationship?
It depends what stage of life you're in. Right now, I prefer to be in a relationship.
It depends on which stage of life you're in. What the hell does that even mean? If you guys want to let me know.
Right now.
I wouldn't want to be single. I'm 23. I'm about to go into medical school and like build my career.
Oh, so she just wants a sugar daddy. Well, that's what she wants. Someone that's just going to take care of her while she goes through school. And the only thing she's going to provide is that, gut locker, the ham wallet, the slicky ticky. You know what I'm talking about. You smell what I'm stepping in.
So.
You don't think you're in your prime right now? And
I'm not in my prime, but like it's better.
Yes, you are. You are absolutely in your prime. Ladies, from 18 to 24, that's your prime. Past that, it only gets worse. So that's your prime time to find somebody. You have an ocean of men. After that, it goes to a pool. And then it goes to a kiddie pool. And then it goes to a puddle. And by the time you're in your 50s, it's just a little bottle cap. Just a little bit there. So if you're going to find a partner, ladies, you got to do it earlier, because men, we get the status later in life. From 18 to 24, you guys are the bee's knees. Men, when we're 18 to 24, nobody's looking at us. Nobody's giving us the time of day because we don't have the resources. So now you have to realize you have to get a partner early in life, because that's when you're in your prime. Or just lose it and be a cat lady.
Someone with you than to be like go out by yourself, I think. No. And my mom got married when she was 19. So I'm late right now. Not really late, but
yeah.
Like it's not out of the ordinary. I know that.
This mentality is just it makes me cringe, because it's so seated in unintelligence. You can tell she doesn't even know what's going on. It's kind of funny, but kind of sad at the same point.
Nowadays, it's like people get married like later on, which is fine. But for me, 23 is a good age to settle down.
Do you think the same thing goes for men settling down in their 20s?
I think men is very different in the sense that a guy is only going to settle down with you when he's ready. It doesn't matter if you're the right girl or not. It just depends on the time, like the point of his life.
Well, if you're the right girl, well, then he's going to settle down. So if he's not, then I guess you're probably not the right girl. Whoops.
This woman deserves respect. In the middle of a generation that...
Oh, just about to call you. Just about to call me, yeah. Why am I
Oh, yeah, listen, this one's great. So this guy's paying child support, right? And he sends her all this money. And instead of using the money for their kids' shoes, she takes the money and uses it on her boyfriend for his shoes. You can't make this up. You can't make this up. Watch this.
Because I wasn't able to get them yesterday. I had bought another pair.
Bought another pair for who?
For my boyfriend for his birthday, Jaquez.
For my boyfriend for his birthday. Holy shiitake mushrooms.
I gave you the money to buy our son the shoes yesterday.
Girl, what? Do you know how low you gotta be to steal from your son to impress a grown-ass man?
I hate fake eyelashes. I'm glad that my wife is beautiful and she has awesome eyelashes. Doesn't even have to get fake ones. She's pretty nice. All right, let's go on to this.
I need to get an advance on my child support for next month.
What do you need in advance for? And I just
In
gave you some
advance.
child support already.
So I can go get the days for Bubba at the swap meet for half price.
At the swap meet, so you want to give my son some crazy?
Yes, Jaquez, you gonna outgrow me, why you? No. Your man get the real ones, but your son gotta get knockouts? What kind of shit is that?
Now, by the way, shoes don't even matter, so who even cares? But I think it's a principle of the fact that she's going to take his money that was supposed to be spent on their son and then uses it on her new man. It's just a whole nother level of disrespect for me.
Check, you or I ever wore anything fake?
No, Jaquez, but we adults. That's what I'm saying. We a kid.
No, that's going to get us some fake money shoes, and you sitting out here with Chanel
Oh.
on this shit.
Jaquez done got out of the car. Now it's a big issue.
You want to get us on some fake shit.
Again, I'm grown. I can do that. I work.
You're not grown.
You grown. You work, but you still begging. Make it make sense.
What I had gave you money for?
Hey, this lady, she sounds like I think it's Secret Life of Pets. She sounds like that female dog in that one. That's what her voice reminds me of.
Yeah, but you quit. I got other shit I got to do. I got other bills. I got water and gas and everything like that. So hell, I still used it on the kid.
So they get. So what you trying to say? What you up?
Oh, just like to call you.
It's crazy.
Yeah, mama.
All right, next one.
On the
Okay, so this is the Whatever podcast. And Andrew talks to this lady about she's a single mom, and he kind of lays it down for her. Just watch.
Brian and most others have on single moms. So I guess, what is the position that you think I or others have?
Yeah, and by the way, they're talking about single moms, and obviously, we have plenty of statistics in regard to this. Single moms, it's just hard for them to do the same things that a man would if they were in the same position. It's not anything wrong with them, but it's just a different dynamic. So that's why most households where there's a single mom and she's raising the kids, the kids end up being in more crime. They make worse decisions. They don't go the same route that they would have went if there was a man in the house. So the best thing to do for your family and for everyone is to keep your family together. Look, if you see a car from the 1960s and it's in mint condition, it doesn't look that good because they just disregarded it and left it outside. They worked on it. They kept it clean. They kept it up. They maintained it. It's the same thing with a relationship. You're either going to commit 100% and you're going to fix it even in the worst times, or you were just never meant to stay in a relationship at all. That's just how it goes.
On this.
Well, it might not necessarily be your point of view. Sorry, thank you. It's just point of views I've heard before on this podcast or other podcasts about how generally children of single mothers turn out to be the bad bunches of the world.
And look, she's butch. Like, that's a butch lady right there. Like, she could probably grow a better mustache than me, and I grow a decent one.
And I get that, and I don't disagree with like the statistics of it and all. I guess where I disagree is putting solely the blame on the fact that it's a single mother and not necessarily a single.
Okay, but when the statistics show that single mother households turn out worse kids, it's not anyone hating on anyone. It's just a fact. That's just what it is. I'm sorry.
In general, because some of the turnout situations could still be the same if it was.
They're not though. When it's a single father at home, the problems and the outcomes are significantly better than when it's with a single
Absolutely.
mother. That's why it's viewed this way with so much social stigma. So the idea is not to say that women who are single, many times women can become single through no fault of their own. Perhaps they're in an actual abusive relationship. Perhaps their husband dies. Perhaps, there's any number of different situations which can cause it.
The problem with women like this lady is that they try to defend something that numb them, who drop out of school, ending up with multiple children from different men.
But if you're looking to advise, if let's say you have an entire pool of men to advise, then you were to look at the numbers and you go, okay, look, the amount of shit that you're going to put up with marrying a single mom versus not marrying a single mom is massive. You're putting up with a lot.
The differential is not even comparable. Yeah, so if you end up... So I will say this. I think that men that get with a single mom, I commend them. I think it's a great thing because they need help too. But, you're going to have a lot of issues throughout that, and there's no guarantee that it's going to pan out the way that you want it to. So guys would rather not take the risk. When there's a million other women in the world, they're not going to put all their eggs in a single mom basket. They're just not going to do it.
More shit, a lot more trouble. Now you got exes involved. You got all of this involved, right? It's probably better if you have viable options external to a single mom, to take those. Now, there's situations, many situations, where marrying a single mother works out fine. Dating single moms works out fine. There was no problem with that. But it's not often, right? Those are much smaller in the percentage of the pool versus
Much
the amount of people
smaller.
who end up with catastrophic situations.
Ending up with multiple children from different men.
Sorry, guys, I had one video twice. So yeah, I mean, I think that everyone deserves happiness, everyone deserves love. But when you're talking about single moms and stuff like that, it's kind of a tricky situation because you never know how it's going to pan out or how it's going to go. But that's just how it goes.